The 2,000-mile road trip is about to begin from western Pennsylvania back to Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm going to show you how long it takes to charge the car, how long is in between each charging stop. Additionally, how long it takes at each charger. I'm going to break all those statistics down, so let's get on the road. Supercharger right now. The car ran at 73% efficiency, about 170 miles that we went. So we started with 81%, got here with 21%, was expected to get here with 18, so we got here with a little bit better. And another thing to understand when you're doing a road trip with a Tesla, people ask, well, how far do they go? Technically, they can go, whatever they're rated for, 330 miles, if you're driving very, very conservatively. On these road trips, these superchargers are set up to keep the battery in a comfortable range, meaning between 20 and 80%. So it's going to stop you sooner than you actually need to stop, but it's so convenient to be able to stop like places like Sheetz, go down in there, get your MTO, and it's going to just do it conservatively to keep you moving along on the trip. And I use the Tessie app. I'll have that linked in the description so you can get a free month of that. I'm not sponsored by them. It's just an app I use to see the efficiency of the car. I think you'll really enjoy it. It shows you like your elevation change and the efficiency the car runs at and your PSI, the tire, all these good things in the app. It's worth a try, so I'll have that linked in the description. This is stop 1 of, I think, 16. Dayton, Ohio is next. Another thing I had to do twice at the supercharger stop was I parked on that far end first, then someone parked beside me, so I moved over space to keep space in between the cars so I could get the maximum charge. Anytime you see these chargers that say 2B, and then this one over here says 2A, power is going to give priority to the A charger, and they're going to split and reduce the power. So that's why you want to keep space in between them. On the 250 kilowatt chargers, you can go and park right beside each other and it won't affect the power draw. My daughter just projectile vomited all over the back of the car.
I had my hand there.
We're leaving this supercharger 5 minutes early because it says I'm going to get to the next one with 12%. So that's good enough for me. I've done this enough to where try to save a little time. So we're on our way to Dayton, Ohio. Currently in Englewood, Ohio, 150 miles from Cambridge to Dayton, 76% efficiency, so 150 mile gap from the previous charger to this charger, 76% efficiency. Temperature's 73 outside, so that helped with an average speed of 72 miles an hour that I came here. So still 76% efficiency, even only at 72 miles per hour. Now there's uphill and downhill and all of that. But again, what I'm trying to tell you is these cars are so efficient. They run on the equivalent of 2 to 3 gallons. I think it's like 2.7 gallons of gas for this specific Model Y. Compared to a car having, 19 gallons in a tank, it can be really efficient and really inefficient, and that's why their range is more dialed in the computer software. So little things, headwind, temperature, weight in the car can really throw these off. But again, because the Tesla charging network is so good, I've never had an issue with it. We're charging up to 99% here, or actually 100%. And this again is at a Meyer grocery store. There it is. Also, you might have known it was coming. Your boy's got into the AM Deep V basic tee. He's got the Deep V on.
It's not a deep V.
I mean, it's shallow, but
shallow V.
It's a shallow V. But I mean, it's kind of, for me, it's kind of deep. So go to INTOTHEAM.com. Use code Gjeebs to save 10%. Their basic tees are incredible. They're very nice. Agree?
Very, very soft.
Yes.
They look better when they're a little tighter.
See, this is what she does. She goes, hey, that shirt looks good. I'm like, man, I feel like fat and insecure in this. She's like, no, you look good. That's all I need. That fuels me for days. Go to INTOTHEAM.com, use code Gjeebs, save 10% off. Also, I did the Electric Desert t-shirt. It was a collaboration they did with me after we've had good results and all the integrations we did. So they do an Electric Desert t-shirt that I co-designed with them. It's got the electric car theme, desert theme because we're in Arizona, Camelback Mountain. Go to INTOTHEAM.com, use code Gjeebs, save 10%, try their basic tees, maybe throw a deep V in, and you'll attract a female. So our next supercharger is 177 miles away at Terre Haute. You guys are gonna have to help me in the comments. Terre Haute. So that's where we're going, 177 miles. So realistically, we're gonna arrive there with like 20% battery. So real world range, you can probably push this for 250 miles. Also, as you can see here, there's those little dots at the end of this power, whatever you want to call it, that like shows you where the kind of where the throttle is. So those dots, because the battery's at 98%, just show that you're not going to get full regenerative braking power. So that's all that means. That also happens when it's really cold outside or the battery's not warmed up. Doing a little reroute here because of the traffic. There's a bunch of traffic on the interstate that we were just traveling on. So the Tesla rerouted us. We're gonna go probably a mile on this back road, and then we'll be back on, probably gonna save us 30 or 40 minutes just from that reroute. So the navigation is getting better with being smarter about things like that. A couple things I'd like to note. First of all, massive tractor on the road up here. So we went from traffic, but we ended up hitting a tractor. Also, this carbon fiber dash that I have is from Fusion Motorsports. Obviously I have the white interior, so this comes with a white dash stock. This dashboard is incredible. My code will save you $50 off down in the description. And it like changes the interior of the car, reduces glare, and looks really good. It looks OEM because this is an OEM piece. They just created the carbon fiber. So check them out. It's linked in the description. It's wide. It's as wide as the 2 lanes. Oh my God. It's carrying Godzilla in the back of that thing. Shout out Lewisburg, Ohio. You know, I kind of thought that everyone looked kind of funny around here, and now I see why. Cargill. Everyone ate fertilizer as cereal when they were children, so that makes sense. All right, so we made it to Terre Haute, another Mayer parking lot. 35 minutes remaining on this trip. So we ran at 76% efficiency. So I went 180.2 miles, but I used 237 miles of range. So a 57 mile delta because I wasn't running at 100% efficiency. Again, because average speed I think was 66 on this trip. Our next stop is going to be St. Louis, Missouri. We'll be there at 7:30 p.m. We'll charge for 25 minutes there. And that charger is 176 miles away. So you're looking, you know, in a long range Model Y, you're looking at like about every 180 miles. You know, with the hubcaps, I have the 20-inch wheels on this. With the 19-inch with the hubcaps, you're gonna be running a little bit more range, about a 5% difference, especially when you're running with the covers on the wheels, so it does help. All right, so we just left the Terre Haute supercharger, and Terre was hot. We're getting to this next supercharger. It says with 8%. Back at the charger, it was like 3%, 1%, 0%. So I just looked at the mileage, and it was like we're 170 miles away, and the car has 260 miles of range. So I was like, that's enough. So we're taking a little bit of a risk, but I've just done this enough to where I know it's gonna be okay. But we'll see when I get there, but right now it says 9, and this will adjust based on driving and what's going on. It's raining, so the car will run a little more inefficient because there's more drag on the tires on the road. Casey, Kansas. He's dating Alexis, Texas. We were actually just charging at 200, this said 252 kilowatts briefly. So we are going away here at this V3 charger. Now, I said we were gonna be running it close. It said we were gonna make it with 6%. We ended up making it with 13%. Part of the reason is there was a rainstorm, so I was going slower. I also cut the AC for about half of the trip, and that brought it up, I think, about 6%, saving us some energy. But now we're at a V3 charger, 250 kilowatts, charging very quickly. These are so nice on trips. Once the Tesla charging network, if at any point it's upgraded to these V3s, it's really gonna change how fast you can travel in Teslas across the country, and just electric cars in general, once they open up the charging network. So we're gonna stop in St. Louis tonight, and then we'll pick up day 2 tomorrow. Also on that segment, 72% efficiency, 176 actual miles, 245 miles of energy used to keep you consistent there. So again, about 180 miles is what we're traveling again. And then around in that 70% range in terms of efficiency. Morning, folks. 7:20 a.m. leaving St. Louis, Missouri. Cool building right here. No clue what it's called. Almost drove into oncoming traffic looking at it initially. But we're on our way. Sleep was good. I like St. Louis. I'd like to spend more time here, but right now we don't have time. We must get back to Arizona. right, so St. Louis to Rolla, 61% efficiency, so not very efficient there. And then Rolla to Springfield, which is my favorite charger I've gone to in the country. I don't know why I like it here, I just like it here. Got this, we got Tesla perks, and also there's a golf course. Payne Stewart, I think, is from this area, so that's kind of cool. That's where we're at. Favorite supercharger in the United States of America, and the Pink Pig is doing well. It's gonna be, it's kind of a lot with an infant, but we're doing it. Jamie's a champion human being, as we know. All right, we just left the Catoosa supercharger. I went into the casino there for the first time, put 50 bucks in a machine. First time I won 15 bucks, got out of there. So we're up 15 in Oklahoma. The car just charged up to 99%, and it said it was gonna take us to Weatherford, Oklahoma. And then the second we started driving, it said, nope, too risky. We're going to the supercharger in Oklahoma City. The problem is Oklahoma City, where is it? Oklahoma City, this charger right here, there's always a wait time at it. And I don't want to waste time there because I know I can make it to Weatherford. So we're taking a little bit of a risk, and we're gonna skip the Oklahoma City one, go to Weatherford. As you can see, my real world range is about 215 miles, despite it saying 272. I'm gonna keep it around 70 miles per hour, and we should be fine getting there. But the more you do these road trips, the more you learn about where superchargers are at. You can be way more aggressive than this is showing. So if you're sticking to what the navigation says in here, you're gonna be totally fine. But if you push it, that's where you can get into issues. But I like to get into issues and push the boundaries, because there's really no risk here. If anything, Jamie will push the car, and I will sit in here and steer. I don't know, let's see if we make it. We made it with 6%, no problem. Not a problem. Supercharger network is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And there you go, with comfort. Sun is setting on the motherland, the heart of the United States, and we're rolling. The next stop is Shamrock, Texas. Gonna make it there, no problem. Gonna make it with 29% charge, as you can see. Last one was pretty easy. Yo! Maybe we should stay there for the night. Hell yeah, light up water slides. All right, got steam coming out of the front of the car. I hope it's just steam and not smoke, you know. But for the views, I mean, I hope it's smoke. But well, anyways, we're on our way.
For the views, I hope it's smoke.
Yes, it's all about the views, James. Yeah, so we are leaving Amarillo, Texas. Everyone commented that I should have gone to the V3 supercharger on the east side of town. You're right, I should have. I didn't think of it as I was coming back across, and I should have, because that one that I went to by the Holiday Inn is very slow. The chargers they work.
Oh my God.
But anyways, that would have been a better option. Go there. We're stopping at Tucumcari because I didn't want to sit there for an hour and charge up to 85%. So I'm just going to add an extra stop in, charge briefly, and then get to the next one. So that's what we're doing. Well, folks, running into a little issue here. We're at 4%. We have 100 miles to go. Our projected range is only 85. But I saw a chart recently that kind of helped me out with situations like this, and basically, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. So that's what we're gonna do right now on this next supercharger run. What? Arizona is beautiful. So we just had a really weird thing happen with car tried to take us to Payson as opposed to where?
No, it's taking us to Payson and trying to reroute us.
Yeah. Added an extra 100 miles. I don't know what's going on with I've literally never had one issue with the battery or navigation telling me where to go. And then it tried to get me to go to 100 miles out of my way and get there with negative 23%. So someone at Tesla has hacked my car, is messing with me, which would make better videos, but my daughter's in the car, so we're not gonna do that. So if it was just me, we could do that, but yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but it's so beautiful here. What's crazy about the end of this trip is we saw the Falcon rocket launching into orbit, coming through the mountains in Hebert, Arizona. And then I went to Twitter And Elon Musk, who just bought Twitter, was tweeting about the rockets that he owns, and I'm watching all this happen from my Tesla. It was really a fascinating world that we live in. But anyways, if you liked this video, you're gonna definitely wanna watch this road trip video. It's my most popular one, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it, so enjoy that.